We'll learn Portuguese by next time.
Yeah.
Are you learning?
No.
But you promised them.
Yeah,
okay.
empty promise.
Got a book, but see one of these things.
How'd you
what you
listen to
do, you just.
Dancing alone, you leave me.
How many octaves do you have in your vocal range? Should have asked for a demonstration if I knew we'd do it on video.
Just ask for it now.
Maybe, can I hear a demonstration, please? Thanks.
The lowest note I can sing is La, which is low D, and the highest I can sing, which will not be pleasant, Alan, will it, is which is a high D, 3 octaves up, 3 octaves count them. Weirdly, I have not been called upon to use either of these extremities yet with Franz Ferdinand. I do not understand why. Go figure.
Oh no, Alex has fallen over. 250 quid in the bank.
Get me on the phone. That'll be the phone. Sometimes the phone rings. Hello, Franz Ferdinand. Bob speaking. What's your favourite colour?
You could maybe talk, and you could have me as like kind of in here, like you could describe something that could be like that.
You got the job.
Yeah. Yeah.
Should we Nick and Paul this time?
Oh yeah, all right.
No, I can't do Nick's voice properly.
Yeah, you could have got this here.
No.
Yeah, it was good the other day.
I can't remember it.
Hello, I'm Nick.
Hello, I'm Nick.
Right, okay, right.
Can we be Nick and Paul for this?
Sure.
Instead of Alex and Bob?
Yeah.
Okay. Hello, I'm Nick.
And I'm Paul.
And we're from Franz Ferdinand.
Fluxakaki.
He's a gay.
Let's fun.
And remember,
No man-to-man dancing. What? Nick, have you anything to say?
I just sprained my ankle. I hate being pitched like this. I hate it.
I can't rate that.
Recording in that room.
I'm 17, I've already been here.
You'd find like maybe one song from a session would.
what was that?
You created it.
You turn it on. You turn it on. You turn it on.
Try not to lose my teeth here. Try not to lose the teeth.
Here we are in the dressing room. Here's Alex. Oh no, he's fallen over. Nick, don't fall over. Oh no, he's fallen over as well.
Such a clumsy band. These accidents, this crazy stuff happens to bands all the time.
Crazy.
Actually, all incredible musicians, but we only play like the 10th of our ability.
Hello, I'm Bob.
And I'm Dino.
We are 2/5 of Franz Ferdinand. We're 2/5 of Franz Ferdinand.
Still.
Yeah, we've.
Is that true that at the very beginning you were supposed to play the drums?
Oh yeah, Nick did play at the beginning.
Yeah, I was pretty good.
No, you weren't. You were shit. You were fucking awful.
I was really good, really amazing.
It was terrible. I couldn't play it to save himself. Like, be honest.
So, but like I decided playing the guitar.
No, the guy was fucking awful. We had to like beg him and get off the drums by
Even
himself.
better at the guitar. Amazing. I was singing.
No. He was shit at guitar as well, but we kind of thought, you're better at that than the fucking... Nick, you were great at the drums. You were lovely man.
I don't quite like to do the champagne when my dressing gown's not on the floor, if that's okay.
My favourite snack is coffee M&Ms. I had just had them and they're awesome.
I think the three of us have said more or less the same thing.
That's very true. That is true. The eating on tour is probably one of my favourite things to do. I mean, eating in general is one of my favourite things to do.
Do you want to tell people about your breakfast that you had?
We had a breakfast in Seattle, but it was brunch. It was a jazz brunch, which is
it was breakfast time.
Yeah,
I mean it was breakfast.
It was breakfast, and we had a little voucher, and you could get
jazz started at 11, and jazz hadn't started.
It was about 9.
It was breakfast. It was 9. Yeah.
I had a voucher and you could get 2 things. It was for a couple to get breakfast, but each voucher you could get 2 dishes.
So he got a cooked breakfast as his first, and
then I was like, well, I'll get some pasta for lunch. And then this big bowl of pasta turned up. And I was like, do you know what? I think I'm going to eat that as well.
This album cover and our first album cover are my favourites.
Hits the head because I did it.
Oh no, hits the head.
Baboom! Baboom! But you.
No, no one gets annoyed by me ever.
Paul, how are you doing?
Hey.
You looking forward to the gig? Oh shit! Fuck, you alright, man? You okay? No! God, this just needs a death trap. Whoa!
Practically speaking, the album was built on whiskey sours, strawberry tarts, and tacos.
Hi, we're Franz Ferdinand, and you're watching Rage!
I'm excited to hear.
I've been doing a little bit of recording. Am I allowed to say anything more than that?
No. Say what you want.
I'm not allowed to say any more than that.
Franz Ferdinand.
Everyone was predicting great things from Franz Ferdinand this.
Bring me just a glimpse of love, a glimpse of love.
Yeah. Should we do Night or Day?
Let's do that.
All right.
Okay.
These are my little things, like they let me hear what the rest of the band are doing, and I couldn't hear it last night. Well, Paul's sitting over there, he's picking his nose, I think. Bob has his hands down his trousers. Oh, God.
What's your favourite guitar chord?
Everyone knows that chords are like cats. You can't have favourites. It's just not fair. Is it, Alan?
In the first verse, you'll hear this kind of sound coming in, and that's the clariphone, which is my wife's voice sampled and made into a new instrument.
That Julian gets to play.
I get to play that, yeah, it's very exciting.
Julian plays my wife, how weird is that?
And you can't feel it, you can't feel it, you can't feel it, you can't feel it anymore, you can't feel it anymore,
I'm nervous. I'm shitting myself. Don't know any of the songs, I'm terrified.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Let's get a naughty step for you.
I'd love a naughty step. Be brilliant.
Right thoughts.
Right words, right action, but now she's called Right Action, but the name of the album is Right Thoughts, Right Words, Right Action. But the words Right Thoughts, Right Words, Right Action are in the song Right Action, and that's where we got the idea for calling the album Right Thoughts, Right Words, Right Action.